16th July 1945 Trinity Test. This was the day when the world's most destructive weapon came into existence. A nuclear bomb. And on the 6th of August 1945, when America dropped the first atomic bomb on Hiroshima, the world saw the destruction caused by the bomb. After this, on 29th August 1949, the Soviet Union also conducted its first nuclear test. And after this, there was a race to acquire nuclear weapons all over the world. And today, 9 countries of the world have more than 12,000 nuclear weapons. Due to these nuclear weapons, there remains a doubt of a nuclear war starting any time in the world, but the question is, which is that country due to which this nuclear war can start?
Hello, welcome. I'm Poland, and today we will talk about which country can start nuclear war. Not again. So, let's start.
So first of all, let's talk about Russia, which has the most nuclear weapons. Russia has around 5,580 nuclear weapons. Russia is the second most powerful country in the world. Russia has a very large air force, military, and navy. Along with this, Russia is the largest country in the world. During the Cold War, many times there were conflicts between America and the Soviet Union. In the Cuban Missile Crisis, such a situation arose that a nuclear war was about to start between America and the Soviet Union, but this did not happen. Currently, a war has broken out between Russia and Ukraine, in which Russia has been provoked many times by Western countries to use nuclear weapons, yet Russian President Vladimir Putin has not ordered the use of nuclear weapons. Russia's army is so powerful that it can fight the whole of Europe without nuclear weapons, so the possibility of Russia using nuclear weapons is almost nil. After this, let's talk about America, which has around 5,225 nuclear weapons. America is the most powerful country in the world, whether it is economically, militarily, politically, or technically. It faces no threat from any country in its neighborhood. America has 750 military bases in 80 countries around the world. America has the world's largest navy. America has the world's largest aircraft fleet. There is no country in the world that can compete with America directly. So we can say that America will hardly ever need to use nuclear weapons because without nuclear weapons it can defeat the whole world, except Russia. Now let's talk about the European superpowers, Britain and France. Britain has 225 nuclear weapons, and France has 290 nuclear weapons. Both Britain and France are very peace-loving countries. There is no threat to them in any way. Europe feels that Russia is the biggest threat to them, but it is not so. If Russia attacks Europe, then Russia will suffer the biggest loss. So Russia will rarely do this, and Britain and France will hardly have to use their nuclear weapons in the future. Because whether it is Russia or Europe, both want to move ahead in the future and would rather not push themselves back years by going to war. And now let's talk about China, which has around 600 nuclear weapons. By the way, China follows the no-first policy. China is the third most powerful country in the world, and the second largest economic superpower. China is an ambitious country. It wants to become the most powerful country in the world after America. Along with this, China is the leader in the manufacturing industry in the world. China's influence is visible on every country in the world. China often has fights with other countries in the South China Sea. It also wants to capture Taiwan. But China will never use nuclear weapons to do this, because if China uses nuclear weapons, then Western countries will impose many sanctions on China, which will push China back by many years, and China's development will be affected to a great extent. All the countries we have discussed so far have signed the NPT. The Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT, is an international treaty aimed at preventing the spread of nuclear weapons and weapons technology, promoting cooperation in the peaceful uses of nuclear energy, and working towards nuclear disarmament. And now we will talk about the countries which have not signed NPT. So first of all, let's talk about Israel, which officially has around 90 nuclear weapons. Israel is a country which is surrounded by countries with radical thinking from all sides who want to destroy Israel at any cost and keep attacking Israel every day, whether it is Lebanon or Hamas, but Israel has strengthened its defense a lot, and if ever Israel's existence is threatened, then America itself will come to save it. So if anyone has to attack Israel, then he will have to fight the entire U.S. Army. So we can say that Israel will never use nuclear weapons as long as America is there. So now let's talk about North Korea, which has around 60 nuclear weapons and whose president is the crazy dictator Kim Jong-un, who can never be trusted. North Korea conducted its last nuclear test on 3 September 2017, after which the possibility of nuclear war in the region had increased significantly, but nothing like this happened, and without the permission of Russia and China, North Korea cannot do anything like this, and if North Korea is not provoked, and no one pays attention to it, then nuclear weapons will rarely be used by North Korea. And let's talk about a region where there is a high probability of a nuclear war between India and Pakistan. Both countries have more than 160 nuclear weapons. On one hand, India is the fourth most powerful country in the world and has the fifth largest economy. And in the future, there are many possibilities of India moving ahead in the economy and military sector. India is a peace-loving and responsible country. It is moving ahead only in the field of its development, infrastructure, technology, and space. India follows the no-first policy. On the other hand, Pakistan's economy has completely collapsed. There is always political instability there. It has lost the war with India 4 times and always threatens nuclear attack. The thinking of the people there is also very radical. Along with this, the second biggest problem there is terrorism. Pakistan is no less than a heaven for terrorists. The world's most wanted terrorists are hiding in Pakistan and keep attacking India's Jammu and Kashmir region. The day Pakistan's internal situation becomes very bad, it can launch a nuclear attack on India. However, India has strengthened its defense a lot, so it is possible that their nuclear attack may not work on India's defense. But after this, India can launch a nuclear attack in retaliation. And if this happens, then Pakistan will be completely destroyed. But if more than 100 nuclear bombs are detonated anywhere in the world, it will have a very deadly impact on the entire world. And at present, Iran is also engaged in making nuclear weapons. And if Iran makes nuclear weapons, then its only aim is to destroy Israel. And we have to understand that wherever there is radical thinking in the world, there cannot be humanity. So we should ensure that nuclear weapons should not fall in the hands of radical people, otherwise it will be a disaster for the whole world.